What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be fixing the front jack stands and lowering the front a little bit low and raising the back a lot higher, because we are going to be removing the fuel, the old fuel that's been in there for over 2 years, out of the hatchback. The reason why we're removing the fuel is not only because it's old, but because we have a fuel cell for this vehicle. So the old gas tank is going to be completely removed. I went ahead and I popped the hatch, and you guys can see that the new fuel cell is right here, and it still has to be installed. This is sitting there for now, but you guys pretty much get the idea of what we have to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw you in a quick little time lapse and get this car up in the air and start draining that fuel tank. We got 5 jack stands, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. I got double tire right there, and then I got 1 jack stand right in the middle, just like that. And I am ready to crawl under there and see how I'm gonna drain this. So I got these containers ready. I'm gonna go ahead and fill these up with fuel, and then probably dump them into that bucket right there, and then after that transfer it to a correct container that I have in the back in the shed. But for now it's going to go into those buckets, and I'm not trying to spill any fuel on the garage or anywhere, so I'm going to try to be as careful as I can. And let's see if we can even break this bolt open. It's going to be a 17 Yeah, 17. It's going. Nice. Wasn't sure if it was gonna go or not, but oh, we already got a leak. See, I'm already spilling it. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab these buckets and start dumping it in there. And now it's moving. And there you go. The next bucket's in there. I'm gonna go ahead and dump that one into this and just keep going slowly. I got the hatch squatted on an angle this way, trying to get the remainder of that fuel out of there. I did spill a little bit, but it was only when I would transfer bucket to bucket. That's what that spillage is from. And I almost got that guy completely full. So while I'm waiting for that to drain out, I went in here and I disconnected my lines, and I disconnected all this electrical that goes to the fuel pump. So now we're pretty much ready to drop the tank as soon as it's all completely drained. So there are 2 straps that hold the fuel tank up. It is really dark under here. Let me see if I can use my phone to light it up. So here's one of the straps that goes all the way across, and then there's another one over there that goes all the way across. And I believe this bolt is going to be like a 14. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the impact. The bolt's completely off. The strap is completely off. I went ahead and I swapped out the socket, and I'm gonna hit it with this one. This is a better socket. Hopefully it grabs it. As you guys can see through here, the filler neck is still connected to the tank. We got a hose clamp right there that we got to remove, and then I believe a second hose clamp right here. I went ahead and I tried to remove this bolt right here where my finger is, but it completely snapped off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just take a razor blade and slice off these hoses. We are not gonna be reusing any of those hoses, so it doesn't really matter right now for me. I'm not gonna have a headache over nothing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut this off. There it is, completely out of the Civic. And let me tell you guys that it's a nice SUV. It's going to Mexico. Let me tell you guys that this gas tank is super heavy. So this is definitely a good mod. And not only that, it's great for weight reduction. This thing weighs nothing compared to that thing. So that's definitely a mod that I might consider for the Turbo Civic later on in the future. But we got this tank off, and this car looks pretty good under there. I mean, rust wise, there really isn't much under there. Everything looks very clean under there. Oh, here's the straps that hold that together. And let me see. We are gonna go ahead and remove all the lines. By removing all the lines, we are gonna be taking this right here. This is the feed. This is the one that comes off of this box. I don't know if you guys know about this little box, but this is for emissions, and we are going to be eliminating this whole line also, and we are also going to be eliminating the return line. So the feed, the return, and then this, all this thing does is it goes back to the tank, and it's like a little breather, something like that. So we're just going to go ahead and remove all of this disconnected. Those lines do run with the brake lines, I believe, so they're all lined up, so you got to be really careful what you're doing. But I'm gonna crawl under there and start chopping them out. If I can't, remove them. So we are right under where the fuel tank would be. This line right here, I think this is the feed. We're gonna go ahead and just disconnect this from here. Pull this bolt out. And the head ripped off. And it's leaking a little bit of fuel. Okay, so let me put the camera this way. So what I'm gonna do is probably just cut the line here and just keep snipping it out of the system. And for the other one, this is the breather right here that I was telling you, that it goes back to the tank. It's just like a little breather or something. And then this over here is the return line. So we're gonna have to follow this one also and chop it off. Everything's completely out. All the lines are gone. That would go through there. And I went ahead and I removed everything. Everything's completely out now. You guys can see all the lines, everything right here. The emissions thing right there, the tank, the fuel pump is still inside the tank. I didn't even touch that. But that is gonna save this hatch a lot of weight. And I can't really do anything until parts arrive. That's what we're waiting on. Once we get parts, we'll start installing and assembling this hatch back together, getting it ready for the streets. This is gonna be a really mean hatchback when it's done. But if you guys are smashing that like button, remember that's what makes this channel grow. So go down below, smash if you like it, smash if you didn't like it. Either way, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, stay safe, catch you guys later.